bottled water rather than tap water. Now, it's not just about, your bog standard Highland Spring, nothing wrong with that product, I should say, very quickly, but there's a growing trend for high-end bottles costing up to, believe it or not, 130 quid a pop. Let's welcome Doran Binder, who is the bearded water sommelier online, the founder of Crag Spring Water, which sells high-quality water. Here he is, doing what he does.
Everybody, it's Doran here, your bearded water sommelier, and today I need to introduce you to possibly two of the craziest waters I've ever experienced in my life.
That's Doran Binder, the water sommelier. Good afternoon to you, Doran.
Hello, John. How are you?
Good to have you here, Doran. What a way to start. The craziest waters you've ever experienced. I mean, the concept of crazy water gets me more than interested to begin with. When you think about water, when I think about water, I know there are different tastes in water, Doran. Some people like it saltier, don't they? Some people like it fizzier. But the idea of a water sommelier, look, I wish you a long and prosperous life, but why do we need a water sommelier?
We don't need a water sommelier, but basically 5 years ago, John, discovered the source of Crag Spring water, which then immediately made me realise that I need to learn and study and understand what it is that makes waters different, why are they different and unique, and what's the difference between natural waters and municipal tap water.
Okay, and now you're in the water business, and I get that. And again, wish you nothing but well. But is there a need? Is there a case? Is there a purpose for a water connoisseur, Doran?
Well, I think it raises awareness, and that's how I approach it. It's intriguing to people to be curious as to what a water sommelier is, and that then it basically starts a conversation that's really, really important, and that's about hydration and drinking at least 2 litres a day of water. And I know plenty of people who don't drink any water at all, and that's kind of the beginning of my journey. And now I suppose the rest of my life is going to be about promoting the benefits of drinking water, and it's such a simple, easy solution. It has incredible health benefits, and everybody should know this.
Yeah, indeed. Well, we know we need water. You're sounding very prosaic about this and very modest, but I just heard you talking about crazy water.
Yeah.
So get me into this field. What is crazy water?
Well, crazy water basically comes down to minerality. So the measurement of minerality in water is recorded by total dissolved solids, TDS. So if we start with a benchmark of seawater being 30,000 TDS, and the other end of the scale, distilled water, H2O, zero minerality, that has 0 TDS. So natural waters range from very, very low minerality to very, very high minerality. And it's how that minerality impacts the water that then determines the mouthfeel, the taste, and the sensation of the water. Right. I've got 2 waters here that I call the tequila of water. They blow your head off. The first time I tried them, John, I was stunned. I could not believe that comes out of the ground naturally occurring. Right, look, and absolutely fascinating. Look,
you definitely piqued my interest, but I still don't get how a bottle of water can cost 130 quid a pop. Just help me with that.
Well, I can't justify that. That's not where we are with Crag Spring Water. Crag Spring Water is at the affordable end of the market, and so it's almost like a marketing ploy sometimes. There's a story behind it, but people need to buy into that to be able to justify a £150 bottle
Maybe
of water.
Some people just want to splash 130 quid in a bottle of
but again,
water.
It raises awareness, and there's a conversation there suddenly that wasn't there before. So,
okay, as I say, you are a down-to-earth water sommelier. When I read, as I have done, in Manhattan, New York City, there's a water sommelier in a restaurant who's talking to the customers about the importance of not bruising the bubbles in water. Now, that's just got to be BS, hasn't it, Doran?
Well, yes and no. So there's an element of truth there. So when we carbonate Crag Spring water, we use a Frisonet carbonation, which is incredibly delicate carbonation. So if you compare our carbonated water to, let's say, a heavily carbonated water that's on a production line, there's very little love, and it's quite aggressive.
Okay. I'm very nearly convinced. Doran Binder, lovely to have you on anyway. You're listening to Times Radio.